आज बोर्डरूम में हम बातचीत करने वाले हैं मोतीलाल ओसवाल फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज के बारे में। बातचीत करने के लिए हमारे साथ रामदेव अग्रवाल साहब मौजूद हैं, उनसे बात करते हैं। रामदेव साहब, शुक्रिया इस बातचीत में शामिल होने के लिए। एज ऑलवेज प्लेजर हैविंग यू ऑन सीबीसी। सबसे पहले बात करते हैं सर ऑन दी मार्केट एनवायरमेंट, कुछ जिस तरह का एनवायरमेंट है इस समय, टू एन एक्सटेंट हो सकता है एग्जैजरेशन हो, बट एट द सेम टाइम जो हेडविंड्स हैं ब्रोकिंग इंडस्ट्री के सामने वो इस समय बहुत ज्यादा अच्छे नहीं है। एंड द प्रॉब्लम इज लैक ऑफ रिटेल पार्टिसिपेशन एंड कैश कमिटमेंट। इस सिचुएशन को आप कैसे देख रहे हैं?
This is not the first time that this kind of situation has come, but because of the low entry barrier in the business, a lot of participants have come in. So that is one aspect of it. Second is that because of this, government has tried to take too much out of from the table. So year after year, there has been too much of taxes which have been coming to the transactions. Third is technology has played its own role. I mean, the automation which has happened, DMAT, once it has become DMAT, the technology role has become immense, and that has really brought down it has made the market very safe and very liquid, and at the same time you can have a flawless execution without much of human intervention. So the scalability there comes out big time, cost goes down, and hence it also allows you to price it much lower. But I think all these factors put together, and then investors withdrawal from the market, that you cannot undermine because of fear or sentiment is so bad that it doesn't take much time for the sentiment to get destroyed, and investors have withdrawn themselves. Foreigners have largely been much less active. Our mutual fund industry is somehow not getting any money because of regulations or whatever. Your insurance industry has also been kind of a handicap to some extent after the new regulations. So domestic participation, the growth in the domestic sector is also not happening. Retail domestic is also a little shy. Foreigners are also not taking interest because of the larger macro issues. So the total withdrawal is completely total from the market. So all these things are playing at this juncture.
ये और कितना चल सकता है? बिकॉज इसी चक्कर में, और हमने देखा कि अभी रिसेंटली भी, इनफैक्ट 2 वीक्स बैक, अगर बाजार के बारे में किसी को भी पूछते हैं तो उनका व्यू काफी कमजोर था, और उसके चलते रिटेल इन्वेस्टर काफी परे हो गया था मार्केट, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट वंस अगेन दे मिस्ड आउट ऑन द रैली जो अभी हुई मार्केट में। अब यही सिचुएशन और कितनी कंटिन्यू कर सकती है, कंसिडरिंग कि सरकार इस समय ऐसा लग रहा है कि थोड़ी गंभीर हुई है रिफॉर्म्स को लेकर, एंड फ्यूल प्राइस हाइक के बाद कैबिनेट रिशफल इज अराउंड द कॉर्नर, कैश सब्सिडी इट सीम्स की ऑलमोस्ट अनाउंस हो जाएगी किसी भी समय, तो एटलीस्ट एफडीआई इन रिटेल और एक मेजर ट्रिगर साबित हो सकता है। सो डू यू फील कि ये फाइनली ये जो ग्राइंडिंग सिचुएशन है मार्केट पार्टिसिपेंट्स के लिए वो खत्म होने वाली है?
These are things very difficult to predict. I mean, we didn't know that such bad situation is going to come just 12 months back. And we had a perfect V-shaped recovery from 2008, 9 to 9, 10. Was a perfect recovery. Then 10, 11 we saw in the latter half we saw a fairly huge slowdown, and this year has started at a much weaker note. So it is very difficult to predict the timing part of it, but the excess fat from the industry has to go away. And only the well-meaning, cost-wise very efficiently run larger outfits where there is some some kind of intellectual properties there in their operations. Research is good, distribution is good, products are good, cost levels are reasonable. So I think my sense is that it will go on for some more time. Unless I think it might be linked to even inflation also. Once the inflationary expectations go down, then the banks will become a little easier. The entire business environment will become a little more positive. Sentiments will improve. So I think it might be linked to that. So some more time, I think, will remain a little depressed.
इस तरह की सिचुएशन में, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट अ वेरी प्लेजेंट सिचुएशन फॉर गवर्नमेंट ऑल्सो लुकिंग एट द डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट पाइपलाइन। हालांकि टारगेट को FY12 के लिए बहुत ज्यादा रिवाइज नहीं किया गया था, पर इस तरह की सिचुएशन में तो उनके लिए वो कर पाना भी थोड़ा चैलेंजिंग लगता है। दैट इज नंबर 1। एंड नंबर 2, अब इस तरह के एनवायरमेंट में जो मुद्दे अभी हमने डिस्कस किए, Is it forcing you to revise your expansion plans at this point, and especially on the retail side?
Actually, we are going very aggressively with our expansion plans, but much more with a lot of caution. Where should we go? Whom should we take in? Whom should we not take in? You know, we are. I mean, like earlier, I would be much more casual in terms of putting out 10 stores, but today we'll do only 5, so that you know, I don't get into the marginal ones where I don't want to be. I mean, I don't want to incur costs and then kind of close it. So we are very methodically going about recruiting new outlets, and definitely we are expanding, but definitely with a lot of caution. So because we still think there is a future in retail, run it in a proper way. I mean, your cost management has to be very, very tight. Your advice delivery has to be good. The customer has to be happy with being with the system. So all those things, finding the right kind of outlet is very difficult. And at this point of time, most of the people who are experienced working with some other broking houses, they may not be wanting to switch so easily. So we have to be very cautious, but we are building up relentlessly.
Like you mentioned that the situation is little challenging, at least for next 2 quarters. Keeping that in mind and considering that there are a lot of players who are struggling right now in your industry, is it a good time for industry to consolidate? Because in the beginning of your answer, like you mentioned, that there are too many players fighting for a small pie. So is it a good time, and are there opportunities around? Are you looking out for some acquisitions?
We are not looking for acquisitions, but if some very interesting proposals come where it is compatible with our kind of operations, clearly we would be looking at it. But the moment investment banker comes in between, the expectations from the seller side goes up sky high, and then in this environment it becomes very unviable for us to write those kind of checks.
So at this point you don't see any such opportunity on the horizon?
No, at least we are not pursuing anything very actively on those this thing. We are trying to see that where we can get high quality outlets we can put up, we can migrate the kind of clients, take care of our existing clients in a much better way. How I can improve the experience of my existing clients in a better way rather than trying to get even more into the system. So it's a tightrope walking for us at this point of time, and it's just that we have gone through 2002, 2003. We have now almost same kind of situation has come now. Tough times, but I'm sure sentiments will improve, and larger part, because what has happened is that equity market, which is one of the best segments for retail investors to come through, maybe through mutual funds and all, but various regulations and all has really hampered the flow of money into the equity markets.